I need everyone listening to immediately stop what you are doing, sit down, and brace yourselves.
Literally pull the car over.
Yes, put down the iced coffee, pull the car over, log out of your work email right this second, because I am currently living in an alternate reality.
We all are. We are trapped in the Twilight Zone.
I mean, a handmade, completely absurd artisanal horsehair tie and a 4-year matrimonial dry spell have just completely dismantled an entire Bravo ecosystem.
It is scorched earth. I mean, the foundation is gone. The walls have caved in.
Gone.
All that is left is like the lingering scent of empty Loverboy cans and the absolute shattered illusion of a suburban dream.
I am shaking. I am literally physically shaking. But first, babes, happy Pride Month.
Yes, happy Pride.
We love you, we see you, and babes, thank you so much for being here, because we really need you today. The Snark squad needs to assemble immediately.
It is emergency meeting.
It really is, because my blood pressure has not recovered from what we just witnessed, and I need communal healing.
My smartwatch has genuinely asked me 3 times if I am doing a high-intensity interval workout.
No way!
I am serious. I had to tap the screen and say, no, I am just actively processing the image of a grown man staring blankly at a reunion carpet while his lice burns down.
Oh my God, the carpet's staring. We are getting into that, but before we get into the absolute carnage of this reunion, we have to talk about our current coping mechanism.
Yes, we switched it up for you today.
We did, and it was honestly the best decision we've made all year.
The peach mango sangria is on deck.
And babes,
Yes.
this might be one of our best drinks yet.
I am not exaggerating, not even slightly when I say that.
I took one sip before we hit record, and I instantly logged out of my life.
You glazed over.
Mentally, I am already on vacation. My out of office is on. I am floating on a yacht in the Mediterranean. It is over for my responsibilities today.
Well, I am exactly 3 sips away from booking an international flight that I absolutely unequivocally cannot afford.
Do it.
I had a tab open right now for flights to Mykonos, and my credit card limit is actively sweating.
As it should be.
But it feels entirely worth it. Think about it. Peach and mango. It is the ultimate, undisputed, god-tier flavor combination.
It really is, but like, why? What is the science behind it?
It is the balance.
Right, because when you mix the syrupy, soft sweetness of a ripe peach with that sharp, tropical, almost aggressive acidity of a mango, it just balances perfectly.
Exactly. And then you let that fruit sit and soak in wine for a few hours.
Oh, it transforms.
It is dangerous. I think we need to officially call it right now.
Yeah.
Is sangria secretly the perfect summer drink?
We are calling it. It is the official defining drink of summer.
Because honestly, what else defines the exact feeling of summer? You cannot sit on a patio in July drinking a heavy oaky Cabernet.
Oh, absolutely not. You will overheat and pass out.
Right. And a margarita is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but a margarita is aggressive.
So aggressive.
It makes me want to make terrible, life-altering decisions at 2 in the afternoon.
Which, I mean, is a vibe, but maybe not for a Tuesday.
Exactly. Sangria, though. Sangria is elegant chaos. It is a slow burn.
You think you're just drinking fruit juice until you stand up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let us be real. Every single beverage tastes about 10 times better when consumed, while harshly judging the catastrophic life choices of wealthy reality TV stars.
The Schadenfreude really adds a distinct flavor profile. It just makes the Snark taste so much sweeter.
It is the secret ingredient.
But speaking of absolute chaos, babes, a few months ago, we mentioned to the Snark squad that we unfortunately got added to the massive extended family group chat.
The dreaded family chat.
And babes, the trauma has not stopped.
It is a relentless, multi-generational psychological thriller playing out on my iPhone screen every single day.
Every day.
I wake up, I have 52 notifications, and my fight-or-flight response just activates immediately.
I need to understand the psychology of older relatives and their relationship with emojis.
Oh, they use them like weapons.
Yes, like weapons of mass destruction. The thumbs up emoji, for example. It is the most passive-aggressive symbol in the modern human language.
The floating yellow thumb is lethal. It is a devastating emotional blow.
You write a deeply heartfelt paragraph about a major life update, like a promotion, a move, a new pet, and your great aunt just sends a single thumb.
It translates directly to, I have perceived this data, and I profoundly do not care.
Exactly. Or even worse, they use the crying laughing emoji on completely tragic updates.
Oh my God, I hate that so much.
Someone will text Uncle Gary is back in the hospital, and an aunt will reply with 3 crying laughing emojis.
No.
Yes. And I am like, that signifies weeping from laughter.
They think it means just crying. It is so dark.
It is, and the accidental oversharing of medical updates is destroying me.
The photos.
We do not need the hypergraphic, explicit details of someone's mystery rash in the exact same chat thread where we were just finalizing the potato salad recipes for the barbecue.
It is emotional whiplash. And then, without fail, someone will reply to a message from literally 4 days ago,
With zero context.
completely stripping it of context. They will just drop, yes, I agree.
Agree with what? We have covered 6 different topics since Tuesday.
The menace energy is truly off the charts. It is a study in asynchronous communication completely breaking down.
Who is the biggest menace in your family chat right now?
Oh, I have a cousin who operates as a phantom.
A phantom.
She just drops unhinged TikTok links into the chat with zero context, no greeting, and then puts her phone on Do Not Disturb for 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
She drops a grenade and walks away. She is the Joker of our bloodline.
A total chaos agent. I respect it, honestly. But listen, today, to escape the group chat anxiety, we decided to do something completely different.
We tried. We really tried.
After work, we met up to play chess in the park.
Oh, boy.
And babes, it was a moment.
A deeply humbling moment that we will absolutely never be repeating in this lifetime.
Literally never. And before you start coming for us in the comments, I want it on the record that this activity was heavily suggested by you guys.
It was your fault, Snark Squad.
Yes, you guys said get outside, do something analog, touch some grass, stimulate your minds. So babes, we are trying.
We dragged ourselves out into the humidity, found a concrete table in a park that smelled vividly of roasted nuts and profound despair, and we attempted to be intellectuals.
Let us just be completely transparent with everyone right now. Neither of us has any idea how to play chess.
Zero. Negative knowledge.
Zero. I know the little horsey piece moves in an L shape, and that is the absolute ceiling of my strategic knowledge.
We were literally just sliding pieces around the board, taking turns, trying to look incredibly pensive and intimidating.
I was trying so hard.
I had my hand rested in my chin, squinting intensely at a bishop like I was calculating a 5-move checkmate sequence.
Meanwhile, in your head.
In my head, I was just trying to remember if the pointy one is allowed to go sideways or diagonal.
And the worst part was the random older men who kept stopping to watch our game.
It was so stressful.
They would stand there with their arms crossed, just nodding. The pressure was suffocating.
They thought we were locked in a battle of wits.
We were just moving wood around, and the park environment itself was absolute madness.
It is not peaceful at all.
There were aggression pigeons fighting over a bagel crust right next to my sneaker. It felt like an arena.
And somehow, through some cruel, targeted twist of fate, I managed to get a severe, blistering sunburn on exclusively the left side of my body.
Just the left side?
And I got bitten by approximately 100 mosquitoes.
It was a targeted assassination attempt by nature.
It really was.
Why do mosquitoes only choose certain people? I was sitting right across the concrete table from you, completely unbothered, totally fine, and you were being actively eaten alive.
I must have sweet blood.
I am a...
Delicacy to them.
You are the main course?
But seriously, this entire experience is exactly why I spiral about summer. The worst inconveniences of the summer season are always insects and UV rays.
100%.
It really begs the question, are outdoor hobbies actually just an elaborate scam invented by the fitness and wellness industries to make us suffer?
Yes. The answer is definitively yes.
Thank you.
Give me central air conditioning, a comfortable couch, and a television screen showing me other people's catastrophic problems. That is my nature.
Same.
Okay, babes, enough pretending we are grandmasters of chess.
Because we need to talk about this reunion.
We really do. Pour a fresh glass of sangria, calibrate your emotions, because we are diving straight into the absolute meat of part 2.
I am ready. Let's get into the recap.
Okay, the walk-off. We have to start right at the emotional peak. Amanda's breaking point.
Yes.
Because I need to unpack the exact granular sequence of events that led to her storming off that stage.
It was so fast.
Let us set the physical scene in the room. Amanda is sitting on the couch, the lights are glaring, Andy is probing, and she is trying to excuse her betrayal of Ciara.
Right.
She actually looks at Andy Cohen, looks over at Ciara, and says out loud that she was embarrassed to admit she had caught feelings for Wes and kissed him while he was technically still seeing someone else.
I want to stop right there and analyze the vocabulary for a second.
I do.
The word choice of embarrassed is fascinating.
How so?
It is incredibly telling. She did not say she felt guilty. She did not say she felt remorseful.
Oh, that is true.
Embarrassment is an inward-facing emotion. It is about how she looks to the world, how her ego is affected.
Wow.
Guilt is outward-facing. It is about acknowledging the pain you caused someone else. By saying she was embarrassed, she is centering her own discomfort over Ciara's betrayal.
That is exactly it. And the immediate reaction from Meija and Ciara was chilling.
It was so good.
Meija does not yell. She does not wave her hand. She just locks eyes with Amanda, completely deadpan, and says, yeah, it's embarrassing.
It was a masterclass in verbal restraint. The delivery was ice cold.
Absolute perfection.
She affirmed Amanda's statement, but she flipped the context entirely. She delivered it with the weight of 1,000 suns. Like, yeah, you should be embarrassed. What you did is an embarrassment to your character.
And what happens, the second Meija says that, Amanda immediately, and I mean within a microsecond, bursts into those classic hyper-defensive white lady tears. She announces she needs a break and storms off the stage. Now, I have to be honest here.
Oh, where are you going with this?
Part of me, the deeply empathetic, anxiety-riddled part of me, kind of relates to that flight response.
I cannot believe you right now.
Hear me out. When you are confronted by a group of people, when the entire room is staring at you and you know you are dead wrong, your nervous system just redlines. The pressure of national television has to be suffocating.
I hear what you were saying, I do, but I am going to push back heavily on that empathy.
Okay, push back.
We are not doing the grace and understanding spiral for this specific moment, because we have to look at the psychological mechanics of what she just did.
Okay, lay it out.
Let's create an analogy here. Amanda is not a victim of pressure. Amanda is the burglar who robs your house, slips on your doormat on the way out, and then sues you for the injury.
Oh my God.
She caused the destruction. She blew up a foundational friendship. She slept with her friend's ex. Right. And the absolute second she has to face the homeowner, Ciara, she cries about her own scraped knee. She desperately wanted to play the victim to escape the heat of accountability.
The burglar suing for the scraped knee, that is so accurate. It physically hurts.
She could not handle 5 consecutive minutes of having to explain her own bad behavior, so she weaponized her tears to shut the entire conversation down.
It completely recenters the narrative on her suffering, erasing Ciara's. And you know who saw right through that tactic? Instantly.
Lindsay Hubbard?
The absolute veteran, the grandmaster of the reunion couch.
She really is.
Lindsay looks around the room and points out, with perfect clarity, that she has sat in that exact hot seat on that exact stage for 10 years.
Years of torture.
10 years. Through brutally public broken engagements, through deeply personal miscarriages, through entire seasons where every single cast member was screaming at her at the same time, and she never, ever ran off the stage.
You have to give Lindsay her flowers in this specific context. She is a seasoned, professionally trained reality TV veteran.
She understands the assignment.
Exactly. You sit on the couch,
Yeah.
You take your lashings from the cast, you defend yourself to the best of your ability, and you do your job to make the show.
But Amanda
is acting like a spoiled, sheltered brat, facing her very first real consequence in life. Because let us look at the history here. Amanda has been hiding behind Kyle's catastrophic behavior for so long.
always the victim.
Always. She's always been the victim of Kyle's cheating, Kyle's drinking, Kyle's yelling. So the second the spotlight shifts and illuminates her own toxic, indefensible choices, she completely short-circuits.
She doesn't know how to play the villain, so she runs away.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the most infuriating visual of the entire night. We need to talk about the man sitting next to her on that couch.
Well, that's the statue.
The mute era. I was legitimately losing my mind. I was standing in my living room, pointing at the screen, yelling at my television.
I was too.
His girlfriend, the woman he has supposedly blown up his entire life and reputation for, is actively sobbing and running away from the cameras. And West does absolutely nothing.
He transforms into a piece of upholstery. He becomes a decorative throw pillow.
A throw pillow.
He just sits there, hunched over his knees, staring intently at the floor, like he was trying to memorize the thread count of the Bravo carpet.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second, because I'm trying to understand the human brain here.
Good luck.
Is it possible he just froze? Like a genuine deer in the headlights panic. Sometimes when people are overwhelmed by conflict, their brain just shuts off and they literally cannot move.
If it were anyone else, maybe. But absolutely not with West.
Why not?
And we know this because of the excuse he verbalized out loud. When the rest of the cast finally starts yelling at him to get up and go after her, what does he mumble?
Oh, God, yeah.
He says, I didn't know if the questions were going to come back to me. And then he says he didn't want the optics of them both walking off together.
The optics. He used that exact word.
This is the most terrifying crystalline glimpse into West's brain we have gotten in his entire tenure on television. Let's unpack the rapid-fire calculation happening in his head in that split second.
Walk me through it.
His real-life girlfriend is in acute emotional distress. A normal, empathetic human reaction is instinctual. You stand up, you comfort your partner.
Obviously.
But West's brain operates like a PR algorithm. It goes, if I stand up and follow her, Twitter will say, we walked off in solidarity and I align myself with the villain.
Oh.
If I stay sitting, I look like I'm taking the heat like a man, and maybe the audience will pity me.
So he is hyper-focused on his public perception.
His literal optics as a reality star, rather than the actual, tangible, real-world feelings of the woman he's sleeping with.
It is borderline sociopathic. He is producing himself in real time while his girlfriend is having a breakdown.
And the irony is his calculation was totally wrong.
Yeah.
Because staying seated made him look like a monster.
Right. Because it took Kyle, Amanda's estranged, furious, deeply betrayed husband, yelling across the room at West to be a fecking man and go check on her before West finally forced his body to move.
It is the ultimate cuckold moment. Think about the dynamics in that room.
It's insane.
The estranged husband, who has been publicly humiliated by this affair, is commanding the new boyfriend to fulfill his basic fundamental duties as a partner.
Kyle literally had to shame him into motion.
It highlights West's complete lack of masculine instinct or protective energy.
And when he finally, slowly trudges backstage to Amanda's dressing room, what happens?
It gets worse.
Does he wrap her in a massive hug? Does he say, I am so sorry, I've got you, we will get through this?
No.
No. He coaches her. He stands there and tells her, don't sound snippy when we go back out.
The audacity.
I completely spiraled when I heard that audio. The sheer, unmitigated audacity of a man who caused this entire mess, who did nothing to defend you on stage, coming into a private room to call you, a crying, distressed woman, snippy.
Because, again, it all tracks back to the optics. He is not back there to comfort her. He is doing crisis PR management.
He is her publicist.
He knows that if she goes back out onto that stage and acts defensive, aggressive, or snippy, they both lose points with the audience.
He is stage directing her grief.
He wants her to perform a specific type of contrition, so his brand is not further damaged by her behavior. It is chilling.
It is incredibly dark.
It shows a complete absence of genuine partnership.
And speaking of dark, the tone of this reunion shifted so dramatically when we got to KJ and Dara.
It really did.
I have to say, amidst all my snark, my heart genuinely broke for KJ in that segment. I have so much profound empathy for him.
It was arguably one of the most raw, vulnerable moments in the history of the franchise.
KJ decides to reveal to the entire audience and his castmates that he has borderline personality disorder.
On national television.
Yes. He talks openly about the struggle, about completing an intensive inpatient program and even being hospitalized for self-harm. That takes immense courage.
Yeah.
But what was so powerful was how he explicitly connected West's behavior to his own core wounds.
Yes, the connection he made.
KJ looks at the pathological lying, the womanizing, the manipulation, and he connects it directly to the trauma caused by his own father.
He looked West dead in the eyes and essentially said, your behavior is the exact blueprint of the trauma that destroyed my family. I recognize this darkness.
And West's reaction, he just stared blankly.
It wasn't just a blank stare. It was this deeply unsettling, creepy, unblinking eye contact while nodding slowly.
Just nodding.
It was the physical manifestation of someone entirely disconnected from the emotional weight of the room.
And we absolutely have to talk about the interracial dating context because Ciara and KJ brought up that incredibly nuanced, heavy, important conversation they had during the summer.
Right, about navigating mostly white spaces as Black cast members.
Exactly, and the specific, unique weight and implications of interracial relationships.
And Wes sat there during filming this summer, acting like this deeply supportive, empathetic ally.
Oh, he played the part so well.
He used all the right buzzwords. He nodded in all the right places, only to turn around, completely disrespect Ciara, and discard her in the most humiliating way possible.
He weaponized therapy speak.
He used the current, popular language of emotional intelligence to disguise his manipulation. He knew exactly what to say to make them feel safe, to make the audience think he was progressive and deep.
And that facade is exactly what Dara clinically dismantled when she walked out there.
Dara's mic drop.
Please, I need you to read the exact quote because it needs to be engraved in stone and framed in the Louvre.
I have it memorized. I recite it in the mirror every morning to ground myself.
Read it.
Dara looks dead at West, and Amanda completely unbothered and says, "It is the West show. He doesn't prioritize treating the women he is linked to romantically with the same respect as he does anybody else.
Tills.
And then she turns and issues a stark warning to Amanda. She says, West wants a woman to mold and fold and fit into his life without excuse or complaint.
Mold and fold, I gasped out loud.
It's so visceral.
My jaw literally unhinged. It is a lethal, perfectly articulated psychological profile of a textbook narcissist.
He doesn't want a partner with needs, boundaries, or a voice. He wants an accessory that folds up neatly into his lifestyle.
But here is my genuine question. Did West even absorb a single syllable of this? Did any of those words actually penetrate his skull and cause self-reflection?
No, not even a fraction of a percent.
Why do you think that?
Because we have seen his defense mechanism all season. He just nods and agrees. He thinks that if he feigns absolute compliance, if he just says, yep, you are right, I am a bad guy, I suck, I am the worst, that people will mistake that self-flagellation for actual accountability and stop yelling at him.
So it's just a performance?
He is trying to speedrun the apology tour without actually doing the grueling emotional labor of remorse. He thinks saying the words makes the problem go away.
Lindsay absolutely nailed his character profile. She called him a pissack.
A pathological liar.
A pathological liar.
Wow.
And she is completely right. He lies when it is easier than telling the truth, even when the truth isn't that bad.
Okay, we need to take a massive deep breath and maybe take a heavy sip of the sangria.
Doing that right now.
Because we have to pivot to the marriage autopsy. The Kyle and Amanda 4-year drought.
I am not well. My mind cannot process the logistics of this.
The timeline of doom. We absolutely love it when the Reddit sleuths get their insane theories validated on national television.
The Reddit sleuths work harder than the FBI. Let us break this timeline down step by step because it is a masterclass in PR manipulation.
Walk us through the timeline.
Okay, so Amanda decided the marriage was officially over on New Year's Day. Why? Because Kyle was out partying at a hotel in Hoboken at 8 a.m.
Which, by the way, can we pause on the geography of this crisis?
Please.
Hoboken at 8 a.m. If you cannot keep your vows, Kyle, if you absolutely must be a menace to society, at least keep it within the 5 boroughs of New York City.
I mean, seriously, have some respect for the zip code.
Taking the PATH train at dawn to go to a hotel party is a profound cry for help. It is bridge and tunnel infidelity.
Bridge and tunnel infidelity. But here is the fake out. Here is the shady timeline manipulation that proves Amanda is actually a strategic mastermind, not just a weeping victim.
Oh, she is calculated.
She forces Kyle to draft and post their public joint separation statement on January 19th. Why the 19th?
Tell him.
Because just 2 days prior, on January 17th, Ciara got highly suspicious because she checked Amanda's shared location on her phone, and it was pinging at West's apartment.
It is so wildly calculated. Let us look at the mechanics of Bravo PR here.
Let's look at it.
She got caught by Ciara. She knew the walls were closing in, she knew the friend group was about to find out, and she knew a leak to page 6 was imminent.
So what does she do?
So she hit the panic button, likely called a crisis PR rep, and forced a rush divorce statement on a Friday, the classic Friday news dump, to cover her tracks.
Yep.
She desperately needed to be legally, publicly, and officially single on the record before the affair with West fully leaked. It was a preemptive strike to control the narrative.
But the bomb that actually ended my life, the detail I cannot get past.
Brace yourselves.
4 years. No. Sex.
Insane.
4 years. I am emotionally spiraling over this revelation. How do you live in the same apartment, sleep in the same bed, film a reality show centered around the drama of your relationship, and not have sex once since the wedding?
Look, I am going to be incredibly shady right now, but from a purely anthropological standpoint, I stand by it.
What are you going to say?
If you have not slept with your legally wedded spouse in 4 years, the marriage is essentially open.
I cannot believe you are saying this.
I am completely serious. You are not a romantic couple.
No.
You are hostile roommates who file taxes jointly and share a dog.
Hostile roommates.
At a certain point, the social contract of the marriage is deeply fractured. And this leads right into the cheating allegations.
Right, because Amanda accuses Kyle of stepping out.
And Kyle admits his needs weren't being met, which is an understatement,
Mm-hmm.
and he admits to being inappropriate, which he defines as making out with random girls at bars.
But he vehemently, aggressively denies full-blown, consummated affairs.
And he specifically shoots down the heavy rumors.
Yes, he addresses the Meghan King Edmonds rumor head-on. He claims it was just a goodnight kiss on his tiptoes because she's taller than him.
That visual is hilarious.
And he shoots down the rumor about Sally Carson from Southern Charm.
Sally Carson needs to be studied by scientists.
She really does.
She needs to stop infiltrating every single Bravo show on the network. She is a phantom menace. She is everywhere and nowhere.
But the hypocrisy of Amanda in this entire marriage segment is staggering to me.
Let us look at the foundational facts.
Amanda's entire narrative for the divorce was that she claimed she hated going out.
Right.
She wanted a quiet, peaceful, suburban life. She wanted to stay home, drink tea, and be with the dogs. She painted Kyle as this monstrous party boy who refused to grow up.
But now, cut to present day, she is closing down bars in the West Village with West until 4 a.m. She is a newly minted club rat.
Exactly. And when the cast rightfully confronts her on this glaring, massive contradiction, what is her defense?
So weak.
She says, I didn't hate going out, I hated going out with him.
Ouch. I mean, it is a devastating, soul-crushing insult.
It is devastating, but it's also a massive, cowardly cop-out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
She didn't want a quiet life. She just despised her husband.
Right.
And instead of doing the hard work of leaving him honestly, she just traded one partying Peter Pan for a younger, taller, more manipulative partying Peter Pan.
She hasn't evolved at all.
No, she just changed the casting of her codependency.
It is so deeply true. Okay, let's take a quick detour into the side plots, because amidst all this heavy, dark marital trauma, there were some updates that we really need to touch on.
We love a little palate cleanser to break up the toxicity.
The revelation that Carl and Lindsay are actually in a great place, I was completely shocked.
They actually teamed up and did a branded Uber Eats commercial, capitalizing on Carl's a mess rant from the summer.
The hustle never sleeps.
You have to respect the absolute grift of turning a viral insult into corporate sponsorship.
But Amanda complains. She sits on the couch and pouts, saying she was hurt that they monetized her trauma.
Are you kidding me?
Babes, I leapt off my couch and cheered in my living room when Ciara destroyed her with the ultimate flawless line.
Oh, I loved this part.
Ciara goes, you would never monetize something, but you would fight your friend's ex.
Ciara is this sniper from the side. She waits for the perfect moment and fires.
Weepo.
You cannot sit there and try to claim the moral high ground about the monetization of a reality TV catchphrase when you are literally actively sleeping with your best friend's sloppy seconds. Your moral high ground does not exist, Amanda. It is a crater in the earth.
We also got brief, oddly wholesome updates on Jesse and Ben.
Yes.
Jesse is pushing his music career, plugging the Falling for Best Friends song.
Catchy, I won't lie.
And Ben opened up about reconnecting with his estranged father, whom he hadn't hugged since he was 19 years old, and he credited his girlfriend Sabrina for pushing him to do it. It was actually a really sweet grounding moment.
It was necessary. It was nice to remember that these people have actual human lives outside of this incestuous, toxic Bravo bubble.
And Mia announced she broke up with Scott and is taking control of her future by freezing her eggs. Good for her.
Good for her. Honestly, thriving.
Okay, but we have to talk about the final 10 minutes. We have to talk about the Meija FaceTime bomb.
The lunch break betrayal.
Yeah.
This is reality TV gold. This belongs in the Smithsonian.
Let me set the scene for the Snark squad, because the logistics of this are incredible.
Do it.
The cast goes on a mandated lunch break during the reunion filming. While they are supposedly eating their sad, production-catered salmon out of plastic containers, Ciara and Kyle sneak off, get together in a private dressing room, and literally FaceTime West's secret ex-girlfriend, Meija Moreno.
The actual creator of the artisanal horsehair ties.
Yes. Kyle Cook, turning into a private investigator who aggressively gathers intelligence on his wife's new boyfriend, is my favorite character arc of the entire season.
He is a bone collector. He went rogue.
And he lays out the damning, irrefutable evidence. Meija confirms on FaceTime that she and West were strictly exclusive since February 2025.
Exclusive.
She spent every single weekend at his tiny NYC apartment while he was filming in the Hamptons. And the ultimate detail, she built his furniture.
Building a man's IKEA furniture is the ultimate undisputed act of devotion.
It really is.
You do not spend 4 hours deciphering a Swedish instruction manual and using an Allen wrench to build a Malm dresser for a casual hookup. You build furniture for your serious boyfriend. That is sweat equity in a relationship.
And the excuse West gave her to keep her a secret, Meija reveals that West claimed Bravo would literally fire him if he dated a non-Bravo celebrity.
What a lie.
He told her he had to hide her to protect his job, and that he was trying to protect her from the fans pitting her against Ciara online.
The logic is so hilariously, insultingly flawed. Let me see if I can follow this absolute maze of stupidity.
Please try.
So let me get this straight, West. To protect your innocent civilian girlfriend from the theoretical wrath of Ciara's fans, you decide to dump her, secretly hook up with Amanda, and transfer a nuclear catastrophic level of internet hate directly onto Amanda.
Make it make sense.
Danielle brought Robert on the show. Lindsay brought Stravy. Bravo does not fire you for dating a normal, non-famous person. They encourage it.
Exactly.
It was a deeply manipulative, controlling lie to keep her hidden in his apartment so he could play the field on camera.
But the Watch What Happens Live telling line is what truly elevates him to sociopath status.
Oh, the timeline.
Meija confirms on the call that he slept with her, looked her in the eyes and told her he loved her, and then walked into the Bravo clubhouse and wore her handmade horsehair tie on live television on March 24th.
Sickening.
That is the exact same week he publicly, aggressively denied dating Amanda to the press.
The sheer, unadulterated hubris of the timeline coordination, he is actively dovetailing 3 different women. He is wearing the artisanal, handmade tie of Woman A while publicly denying the existence of Woman B while sitting on a couch next to Woman C.
I am sweating.
He is playing an entirely different game than the rest of the cast, and he got caught because he underestimated how small New York City actually is.
I need a massive sip of sangria. My heart's pounding.
Drink up.
Okay, it is time to break this down analytically. Let us talk about our segments. Segment 1, Reunion MVP. Who won part 2 of the reunion, and did they truly come out on top?
I know exactly who you're going to pick, and I am ready to debate it.
I am picking Ciara. Unapologetically, definitively Ciara.
Yeah, I knew it.
She refused to back down. She didn't let the tears sway her. She didn't accept Amanda's fake, watery, PR-coached apologies. She held Kyle's feet to the fire to get the major receipts on camera.
She did do all of that.
And most importantly, she called out the performative buzzwords regarding race. She didn't let West or Amanda off the hook for weaponizing that highly sensitive conversation for their own gain. She was steadfast, she was articulate, and she held her ground perfectly.
Ciara had an incredible A-plus performance, but my MVP is Dara.
Ooh, honestly. Valid, tell me why.
Dara guest starred on this reunion for exactly 5 minutes. She walked out in a pristine, unwrinkled white outfit, delivered a lethal, perfectly articulated, devastating psychological profile of West, the iconic mold and fold speech, dropped the mic, and walked off completely unscathed.
That is true.
She didn't raise her voice, she didn't sweat, she didn't engage in the screaming matches, she just clinically diagnosed him as a narcissist and left the building. Flawless victory, maximum impact for minimum screen time.
Flawless, absolute perfection. Okay, next up, most delusional performance. Who seemed the most violently disconnected from reality?
Again, we have an absolute embarrassment of riches in this category. It's a tight race.
My pick is Amanda.
Really, not West.
Amanda. She genuinely, deeply, in her heart of hearts, believes she is a victim in this scenario.
Oh, she definitely does.
She thinks she can purposefully blow up her marriage, sleep with her best friend's ex-flame, force a rushed, calculated divorce PR statement on January 19th to cover her tracks, and then sit on a stage and cry that people are being mean to her.
The tears.
The cognitive dissonance is staggering. Like you said, she sued the homeowner after slipping on the doormat. She cannot comprehend that her actions have consequences.
It is giving profound Delulu, but I have to push back because my pick is West.
Defend West as the most delusional.
West is fundamentally delusional because he believes his aw shucks, I am just a quiet, confused, farm boy adjacent guy routine is still working on the audience.
Oh, right. He thinks we buy it.
He thinks that sitting there, staring at a carpet and quietly agreeing with people calling him a monster makes him look accountable and self-aware.
And he thought telling Amanda not to be snippy was good advice.
Exactly. He is delusional enough to think that telling his crying girlfriend not to be snippy backstage is a good PR strategy. He genuinely thinks he can still salvage this and come out as the lovable goofball next season.
That is a terrifying level of delusion. Okay, next up, family group chat energy. Based on this chaotic, screaming match reunion, we are assigning cast members a role in our multi-generational family chat nightmare.
Oh, this is incredibly easy.
Okay, who is the oversharer?
The oversharer is Kyle, absolutely, without question. He's the manic uncle who writes absolute unhinged paragraphs at 6 a.m., drops devastating emotional bombs like, we haven't had sex in 4 years out of nowhere, and airs everyone's dirty laundry without a single trigger warning or regard for social norms.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay, I have got the next one. The lurker is West.
Perfect.
He is the shady cousin who reads every single message in the chat. You see his read receipts, but he never responds, never likes a photo of the new baby. But he silently uses all the information to plot his own weekends and avoid family obligations.
He gathers intel but gives nothing back.
Exactly. Okay, who is the person constantly starting drama?
That is Amanda. She is the dramatic aunt who drops a vague, devastating bomb in the chat, something like, well, I guess some people just don't value family during the holidays, and then immediately puts her phone on Do Not Disturb and runs to her dressing room while everyone else fights to decipher what she meant.
Spot on. And finally, the screenshot sniper is Ciara.
Oh, 100%.
She doesn't talk much in the daily, mundane chatter, but when someone lies, she pulls a timestamped screenshot from 2025 or a literal FaceTime receipt with Meija and completely destroys someone's life and narrative with one single devastating image.
Lethal. She brings the visual aids. Okay, final segment. Chess, not checkers. We need to discuss which cast members were playing the smartest long game all season versus making emotional, reactive moves.
Well, considering our absolute failure in the park earlier today, I feel like we are uniquely qualified experts on this topic.
Exactly. I will argue that Wes thought he was playing chess.
He really did.
He thought he was a grandmaster, perfectly dovetailing multiple women. He had Meija in the city for comfort and furniture assembly, Ciara for the cameras and fan approval, and Amanda for the post-divorce main storyline to secure his spot on Bravo as the undisputed #1 guy in the group. But he was actually playing a very sloppy game of checkers because he got incredibly arrogant. He wore the horsehair tie on Watch What Happens Live. That is a rookie checker move. He thought he was smarter than the audience.
He got so arrogant, he thought he was untouchable. But I am going to challenge you here because the true grandmaster of chess this season, the person who played the board perfectly, is Lindsay Hubbard.
Okay, walk me through it.
Think about the strategy. She sat back, let her own massive, catastrophic breakup drama fade completely into the background, and just let Amanda absolutely hang herself on national television.
She didn't interrupt the implosion.
Lindsay just sat on the couch, looking great, occasionally throwing in a strategic, devastating word like papacy to keep the fire burning, and watched her enemies destroy themselves. She didn't get her hands dirty. Checkmate.
It is brilliant. It is Sun Tzu, the art of war. She let them dig their own graves, handed them the shovels, and then sat back and critiqued their digging technique.
I am emotionally exhausted. My adrenaline is completely crashing.
Same.
Thank you so much to the Snark squad for hanging out and spiraling with us today. We needed this debrief. We really needed this communal therapy session.
We truly did. And again, from the bottom of our hearts, we wish everyone a fabulous, happy, and safe Pride Month. Celebrate yourselves, celebrate each other, and drink something sweet.
But before we let you go, we need you to sound off in the comments right now. We are demanding audience participation this week. Number 1, what is your ultimate favorite summer drink? Is it the peach mango sangria, or are you just factually wrong?
Number 2, do you actually know how to play chess, or are you faking it like we were in the park, getting eaten by mosquitoes and judged by old men? Be honest with us.
Number 3, who do you think won part 2 of the reunion? Was it Ciara, was it Dara, or was it someone else entirely? And finally, which cast member do you think is the absolute biggest family group chat menace? We need to know if you agree with our assignments.
And please remind yourselves to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this podcast with your messiest bestie, the one who appreciates a good timeline sleuth and a deep psychological profile.
And please, keep sending in your shady, snarky, or stupid stories for future discussions. We live for your mess. We survive on it.
Until next time, remember the ultimate lesson of the week. Do not, under any circumstances, wear your secret girlfriend's artisanal horsehair tie on live television.
Stay messy, stay shady, and we will see you on the Snark side.